I'm Daria Artem, Chief Confectionary Officer of Lady Fortune's Gourmet Cookie Company, and I'm here to show you how to make fortune cookies with kids. Now, I've got 2 kids of my own, 3 and 1. That's a handful. So your time is kind of limited. You don't really have time to go ahead and, break eggs, mix this, mix that. You want something easy and simple in a couple steps that, just takes all the fun, gives the kids the fun, and makes it simple for moms and dads. So here's what we do. We have a mix here, and usually I make everything from scratch, but if you are doing this with kids and you want to cut out all those steps, this is a wonderful and easy way to make it. You can have your own fortune cookies baking in a couple minutes. So here's what we have. I'm using a waffle cone mix from Old World Cone. You can go to the supermarket and just go into your baking mix aisle, and you can go ahead and purchase this right off of the grocery store shelves. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting in about, I'd say probably about 2 cups of mix. You're going to use about 2 cups of mix to 1 part of water. Here's the hard part. You add water. That's it. You just add some water. And again, it's 2 parts of mix to 1 part of water. And you want to go ahead and stir it. Kids love stirring things, so I think that they would have a lot of fun doing this. Now, you don't want to make this too liquidy. With a from scratch recipe, you want it to be definitely more liquid. With the fortune cookies for kids, it's a lot easier just to do it with a more, smooth, round recipe. But again, as long as you stick to 2 parts of mix to 1 part of water, you're perfect. Okay, this looks like it's all mixed up. Now comes the fun part. This part is for grown-ups. And again, you can use a cookie sheet and you can put these into a preheated oven at 350 degrees. I prefer doing it this way because it's right in front of you. I'm using a crepe maker, but you can also use the cookie sheet, like I said. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab a ladle, and we're going to go ahead and spoon out a little bit. You can also use an ice cream scoop, by the way. When I do this at home, I actually do this with an ice cream scoop. It's really easy because you put in exactly how much you need, and then the kids just go ahead and press it out. And it usually comes out with a perfect ball. So we're just going to put on a nice circle here, and we're just going to go ahead and use the ladle just to roll it out, not too thin, but thin enough. And now we wait for it to bake. While this is baking, you and the kids can go ahead and cut up some pieces of paper, just normal copy paper is great. And you want to go ahead and measure it out so that it spans across the diameter of the cookie. And then you can have the kids write up fortunes. Your fortune is a sweet one. You can put down, you will clean up your room today. What else is a great one? You will be nice to your baby sister. That's one that I really like. So you just put the fortunes inside. That way, hopefully they'll do what it says. Okay, now we're watching the cookie here. And you can see that it's getting a little golden brown. You see all of these little, little holes appearing. That's exactly what you want it to do. What we're going to do is we're going to flip it over. And see, look at that beautiful golden brown color. Now, while this is baking, we're going to go ahead and make room for our fortune cookie former. Now for the formers, you can use muffin tins, you can use cupcake liners, you can use egg cartons, anything that'll, lend itself to holding the fortune cookie's traditional shape. And I'm also using a fondant roller, but you can use a rolling pin or even a paper towel tube. So I'll show you how to do this. Let's take a look at our fortune cookie here. Yeah, that's nice. You can see that it's already turning golden brown on the other end. So, and again, you can play with this. You can make them darker, you can make them lighter, you can make them softer, you can make them crispier, depending on how you and your family like to enjoy your fortune cookies. It's your own fortune, so you can go ahead and make it. Okay, so I've got my fortune ready, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my fortune cookie. I'm going to go ahead and fold it over the rolling pin. Now be very careful because it is hot, and the grown-up is just going to go ahead and bring up those edges together. You're going to move it this way. You're going to form it, and just hang out here for a little bit. You're going to feel that it's a little warm. It's still a little, it's still a little hot. It's beginning to cool. These things cool very, very, very quickly. Okay, this is cool enough now that I would be able to hand this over to my son and tell him to go ahead and finish the job. All you need to do is bring those two ends together, and presto, you've got your own easy fortune cookie. We're going to put the fortune cookie into a little former just to hold its shape. And now all you need to do is wait for it to cool and, make some more in the meanwhile. Make a whole bunch of them. And after about half an hour, you're going to have the most tasty, delicious, crispy vanilla fortune cookies ever. For more ideas, go to www.ladyfortunes.com. That's ladyfortunes with an S.com. We've got recipes, we've got ideas, how to dip and decorate your own fortune cookies. So, go and take a look.